The first sign something was really wrong was the way Andy's shoulders started jerking mid-sentence, like something inside him was yanking them down. Then came the sharp, sudden yelps, the words that burst out of his mouth before his brain could even catch them. The doctor called it late-onset Tourette syndrome, unpredictable, overwhelming, and for Andy, made worse by what he couldn't stop thinking about. He'd become completely obsessed with White Men Can't Jump. He watched it on repeat, over and over, every line memorized, every scene replaying behind his eyes, even when the screen was off. But instead of seeing the movie for what it was, about rivalry, respect, and people judging each other too fast, he'd fixate on every throwaway line, every stereotype, twisting them until they got stuck in his head. And when his tics flared up, those twisted thoughts came pouring out. He'd be sitting quietly, then suddenly his head would snap back and he'd shout something crude and racist, phrases echoing bits of the film's rougher dialogue, blurted without thought, without filter. The second the words left him, he'd clamp both hands over his mouth, eyes wide with horror.
I didn't mean that! Fuck! I didn't mean it! I can't stop it!
But Akay was already red-faced, yelling over him before he could even finish apologizing. Cut the crap! You're just a filthy racist. That's all there is to it. Don't blame your condition for what's really in your heart. It was the cruelest irony of all. Akay was the one who'd built his whole reputation on exactly the same kind of garbage. Anyone who'd seen his channel knew he was one of the most notorious, openly racist creators on YouTube, ranting spew far worse than anything Andy had ever blurted out. But now he stood there acting like some moral judge, pointing fingers like he'd never said a hurtful thing in his life. Rancy just stared at AK, disgusted by the hypocrisy, while Andy shrank back until his phone buzzed, a name he never thought he'd see lighting up the screen. Snoop Dogg. His hands shaking so bad he almost dropped it. Andy answered. Snoop's voice was quiet, serious, no warmth in it at all.
Man, I seen what you've been saying. I thought you were better than that.
That kind of talk is weak. It's hurtful, and I'm real disappointed in you. You need to figure this out fast. Before Andy could stammer out an explanation, the line cut over to another voice, one he knew better than almost anyone. Andy? It's M. Eminem sounded tired, let down. I don't care what movie you're stuck on or what excuse you think you've got. Words matter. What you've been saying. It's garbage, and I'm let down. You know better than that. Then there was a click, and a third voice came through, sharp and firm. And this is 50. 50 Cent didn't mince words. Everybody's got problems. You don't take them out on people like that. You messed up bad, and we're all upset with how you've been acting. Sort yourself out. The call went dead. Andy lowered the phone, staring at it like it was something foreign. He'd been chewed out by the biggest names he'd ever looked up to, while the worst offender of all stood right in front of him, still acting like he was the good guy.